Patty cake.
What is up, everyone? We the One Stop Bids.
Internet stuff.
Today we're gonna be going over the 5 worst and
Worst products that Magic has ever released.
yeah,
And I mean, they've had some bad ones.
and this includes Walmart exclusive stuff. The Cube is on this list because they're alright, I guess. They probably should have been on the list.
I mean, that's not a Wizard release, though. That's an MG Holdings.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't think the Chaos Packs were a Wizard's release either, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe not.
I know they weren't.
You want to start off this list?
Oh, yeah, the number 5 worst thing ever was the gift pack. And you want to know why it was terrible? Because you kind of got your money's worth out of it, but you didn't. But you did, but you didn't. For me, the most offensive part of it was this poster. It's a piece of hard cardboard. Yeah, I'm holding it upside down. You know why? Because it's junk.
It is a pretty poster, but again, it's
Not a poster.
No, it's just a sheet of paper.
It's a play mat if you're 4 years old. It's a luncheon mat if you're 4 years old and you're eating your kid's cuisine on it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, all of those little penguin food boxes where you get your little mac and cheese thing. That's this big. You know, that us adults would eat in 3 spoonfuls and go, what the heck is this? Why do I get 2 chicken nuggets and one of them is burnt to crap?
This rant is going to the wrong direction, but the reason why I believe they're bad is because you get a dice 3 packs for $20 doesn't seem that right to me. Two promo cards, which both are like $1, and 5 promo lands, which I'd say would cost about
They're $2 a piece. That's
Yeah.
what they're going for. So it's like you can get $10 out of the lands to a real collector.
but they can go to Walmart and buy the same thing too.
Yeah.
So it's one of those products that I don't think they're that good, and I can't recommend it to people.
I mean, I opened up one recently and got Liliana, which I hadn't got her yet, so that made me happy. But no.
Another thing that was really bad from Wizards are the anthologies. The Commander one's the only exception on this list, but the what are the other 2 called?
I don't know. You put that
Plane
on.
Chase. Plane Chase anthologies. They were saying those were gonna be the next big things. Everyone was gonna buy them, and they're gonna cost $100. They're gonna go up to like $160. If you go to any store, they sell them right now for $80, and no one's buying them. There's just not much need for the Plane Chase anthology. No one really plays Plane Chase anymore.
And now let's go into 2 of our honorable mentions.
Mhm.
The Planeswalker decks. It's a $15 product. There's only 2 options. They do play against each other okayly. We usually find that one slightly better than the other. We've actually done a video on that before. We had a tournament of all of them. We should probably go and do that again.
Yeah.
But, they're just kind of, I look at it this way. You're paying $15, you get 2 booster packs. So that's $8 of your dollars. So you're getting $7 for a halfway. I'll get you playing to standard deck. The Planeswalker, crap. The other rare cards, crap. Because they just pull out the Planeswalker and there's usually 2, rares in there. Because they give you 5, which was a step up from the other ones.
Yeah.
But, I mean, only 2 of them are real rares, so it's kind of the same.
And also, they don't stand up in front of that Magic they're supposed to do.
No, they definitely don't. You're gonna get squashed. I mean, you buy them, you have a responsible, decent player like us go through it, tell you what's the crap, and there you pull it out. We might explain to you why if you ask, and then you'll have a good footing to start doing a decent tribal.
There's a few exceptions of this rule too. The blue-green one from Ixalan, Kaladesh. If you bought 2 of them, you had a decent deck.
If you bought 2 of them, took out some of the crap cards like the Planeswalker and stuff, it cut you halfway to Temur Energy.
Yeah.
It was the cheapest way to starting to build Temur Energy.
Which is why this is on the honorable mentions, because they have somewhat okay in them.
If you wanted to do Merfolk Tribal, if you go back and buy the Ixalan one and you take out the crap cards, it starts you there. It's not fully on, but it gets you started to it.
Yeah.
I bought the red white one thinking that was going to get me started to do my 3-color dinosaurs. No, I didn't. a game you can draw his collar.
That was about it.
Yeah, that wasn't a worthwhile endeavor for me.
Another honorable mention on this one, because they're not awful, but they are pretty bad, was the dual decks. Especially the last one. The last one was god-awful.
Elves versus Inventors was rushed. The only card that I know was worth my time in that was the Elf guy.
But that's pretty much it.
The Regenerate guy, I'm sorry that I'm drawing a blank onto his name. I know I own 3 or 4 copies of him because he's a good card.
Yep. But most of the cards aren't legal in Modern or in Standard. So it's really not for people. We play almost every format except for Vintage and Legacy. And they're more meant for someone who plays every single format, which I don't think there's anyone who actually does that.
No, we can't play Legacy. We're not.
No. They are a decent product for facing each other and new players to learn the game with slightly more advanced mechanics, but besides that, they're just kind of a bulk pile of junk that they say, oh, here you go.
Sometimes you get your worth out of the cards, not all of them, but sometimes you do.
I think the professor grades them like a solid B. I can't agree with him. I'd say C. So back to the list.
Yeah, I guess if they want the list.
Uh,
Do you guys want the list?
we can end the video here.
Good.
Yeah. No, come on.
Number 3, those themed boosters. We opened the 5 of them last night, and they were just...
One of the things is to lie. It's not all white cards. We had a lot of
artifacts.
Yeah. You get like maybe 4 or 5 uncommons and a crap ton of commons.
I feel like you got 7 or 8 uncommons, but it was like you usually got one of each of them. We had one that we got 2 rares in, the rest we all got 1. They say 1 in 8 of them gets a mythic. So that's why we put it at number 3, because we opened 5 of them. We didn't get a mythic. We had 1 with 2 rares.
Also, there's a really insulting thing on the back that says add 25 lands to this, and it's a decent playable deck. No.
The black one we got would have been almost like a good starting player thought.
But the rest of them, no, not even a chance.
No, you'd buy the Planeswalker deck and smoke those.
Number 2 on the list is the World Champion decks. If you guys remember those, they might have gone by a different name. The fake card set, gold border, different back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, you can use them to train yourself to face that deck. But at the same time, there's literally no point of owning them. They're fake cards. They're proxies.
Yeah, you're buying fake cards. Just print out your own proxies.
Yeah, you can do that online for free.
Go buy a package of sleeves, put in 60 cards backwards, and print out a list of what they all do. And then, just practice training that way. That's something we said we want to do. We never actually have. We're too lazy to actually pull it off ourselves.
Yep.
But we're good enough players anyways. We usually do good in our own events.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I can really say about those.
They're just fake cards that you're buying. I think you spend like $25 on them, and you're just buying a box of fake stuff. I don't see the point in that.
And if you want to blow lots of money and be disappointed, go buy Kids Cuisine for an adult.
Again, back to that random rare. But
I mean, they were the greatest meals when I was little, but now it's just like, ugh. Only the brownie's good.
Another thing, going back to the honorable mentions, was those side games like Plane Chase or Arch Enemy. They had their purpose where they could be fun, but a lot of times they were kind of passed over and just, oh yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah, if you're willing to learn how to play another game with a core set of rules, they're fun, they're doable, they're a different experience for something to do on like a rainy day. And, I mean, you can take the cards out of them and put them in the good stuff. I mean, I don't really know if you're going to get your money back, but...
I don't believe so.
What was the one that you bought?
The Arch Enemy for...
The Nicol Bolas.
Yeah.
That one, like, he got a Lightning Bolt in it, he got a Grim Lavamancer. Those are some kind of wanted cards. He got a Rancor in it. It's kind of a wanted thing. He got a Thragatusk. That's kind of a wanted thing. Other than that, I don't know what else he got that was kind of good. There might have been a counter spell on it.
I don't believe so. They're They have okay things in them, but again, it's one of those things where there's not much to talk about them because they're not that impressive.
I guess you got the 4 planeswalkers in it too.
Yeah. Also, the plane chase ones, you got more or less Boggles deck minus a handful of cards. If you bought 4 of each of them, the 2 of them that they released, you would have a Boggles deck.
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah. Another thing that's on honorable mention is the non-legal sets.
The unstable, unglued, unhinged.
Conspiracy. Kind of.
Ah,
A lot of the cards in Conspiracy aren't legal.
Yeah, it's true. There was some that were.
Yeah.
And then some of those ones that were really good cards. Serum Visions being the top one to speak out in my head.
I mean, but that's like what, a quarter? 2 quarters? 50 cents? Birds of Paradise.
Serum Visions is a $2 card.
It's $2 now? I always thought it was cheap.
No, Serum Visions is not opt.
True. Opt buck. But Birds of Paradise, that's like a $7 card right now. So I guess it has some pulls that you kind of want. But all the non-legal sets, especially when if you're a standard player, you have no purpose of buying them. The unsets, you can't do anything with the cards.
You can take the land out of them. And those lands are gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They change lives.
Which is why it's not on the worst set list. Or worst list.
Those lands are beautiful. I'm still ordering every unstable one every time I do a TCG order. When it's like, oh, you need to make $2 or more from this vendor, I'm like, do they have an unstable land? Yeah, I'll grab one.
Yeah.
That's, they're going for $3. I think they're beautiful enough. It's worth it.
I agree. What do you feel? Should we go back to the list until number 1? The worst thing to get?
Yeah. You know why?
They should definitely not buy it. It's
yeah, they need to know. This is public awareness. So you guys need to know this.
This is a PSA of not to buy this.
Do not buy that. You get 2 30-card things you can turn into a deck. Piece of crap with a dice. That is literally the welcome deck that they hand out at F&M. It is so bad it made me fart while talking about it. It is just that much of a piece of turd.
Again, it's a free thing. Why do I have to pay $10 for it? Why do I have to pay $7 for it? Why do I have to pay $5 for it? It's free.
That is Wizards just literally spitting on your face.
If it was $1, sure, because the dice universally cost $1. But again, don't give me something that's
I am
free.
gonna mass produce an object that I give you for free, and then sell it for $10 in major retailers. And market it as a good thing for players, because it is not. It is a piece of crap.
It is a great thing for new players. It is not a good thing for returning players.
Every time I see a kid picking that up, if I'm in a Walmart or a Target, I tell them, like, there's every other product here of Magic is better than that. And they're like, but this is an actual deck. And it's like, no. This is a free deck they give out at the stores. Go into any store that plays Magic in it and ask for a free welcome deck, honey. You might get one. They might not have it, but it is free anywhere else. And then again, you're getting a random thing. You don't know if you're going to get the green red. You don't know if you're going to get green white. You don't know.
Yeah, it's an insult in my opinion. And I think Match pulls off the shelf. If that's like a Walmart thing, Walmart pulls off the shelf because you're just insulting players.
Yeah. If anything, they should hand them to those major retailers. Put them in the card section, and there should be an employee to hand it to you free if you're buying enough Magic stuff. Like, oh yeah, no, you're buying $50 and stuff. Here's something extra.
Yeah.
Just to give to your friends, so hopefully they'll start spending $50 in Magic. I don't know, that would be hard to do because then a store would have to hire an employee, but it should be something like that.
What do you hate more, Kids Cuisine or paying for a free product?
Paying for a free product.
You gotta think about that for a second.
I mean, you're paying for a meal that's not big enough for you, but it's big enough for a small child, so it's just you need to buy your Hungry Man and not your Kids Cuisine as an adult, even though there's a pretty penguin on the box. I mean, the Kids Cuisine, the brownie is life-changing. But, I mean, it's the same brownie that's in Hungry Man, which I will buy Hungry Man meals and then usually complain about the food because it's subpar at best, but the brownie is great.
Hungry Man, not a sponsor, could be a sponsor. Would you be a sponsor?
Hungry Man, give us your brownies. We'll give you some ideas.
He had a great idea the other day, and I agree with him 100%.
Desserty Man, just a giant brownie.
So, thank you guys for watching. You guys have been great. Hopefully you guys like this video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye.